recording. Welcome everybody to the DQ&Q Lifestyle Podcast with me, Marcus. And today we're going to talk about... First, we're going to start off with the AJ fight. Big up AJ. Brooked up Hellenius, round 7. Big smash to the jaw. Sent man to sleep. Not a single count. Referee waved it off. But let me tell you this. Let me show you this first. And you just listen to what I'm doing. Yeah? Right, that's better. So I just did a bit of flexing for those that are listening. I'm just flexing up. Go check out the YouTube, yeah? DQ&Q Lifestyle Podcast. Dep on YouTube. Bang, bang, bang. Anyway, I'm watching the fight now. The highlights. The DAZN highlights, yeah? Watching it. I'm on my phone, And I heard the judges talking about, or the commentators talking about Hellenius. And he says, I'm looking at this big man. Big man. They're both big men. But Hellenius looks a bit bigger. The judge only went and said, he's 6'9", blah, 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 blah. I thought, I'm still on my phone, kind of just looking. Just whatever I'm doing on my phone. Fuck knows what I was doing, but I wasn't really paying it too much attention, but I could hear what's going off. And then he said, he's about 17, 18 stone. I said, what? I says, hold on. I says, there's no chance. I'm 17 stone 11, 10. That's when I wake up in the morning. By night time, I'm all at 18 stone. I says, hold on. I checked their weights, both of them. I jumped on the scales. I looked at my weight, yeah? My weight was, what was my weight? My weight was 113.6 or something, yeah? Or 7 or 8, fuck knows. It was 113 point something close to 10 or whatever. And I looked at their weights and it said, so 113 point something, high number, yeah? Close to 10 or something. And then Anthony Joshua was 111 kg. And this Hellenius was 113 kg. I says, hold on. Is that what I look like? I don't think I look like Joshua, by the way. I do. I do think that. But I'm thinking, boy, I don't look like Hellenius, surely. But I'm thinking, where's all my... Because I can't see. Like, even went out the other day, yeah? First time in... I've been out 3 times since I've been out, yeah? And I'm like a few weeks away from being out for 2 years. It's not really my thing still. So I've gone out with some school friends. So what we've done, something happened, yeah? There's been a tragedy. And it rocked us all. And then people have hollered. My primary school friends, check that. Primary school friends have hollered. We've all hollered each other, set up a group chat. So I was seeing 1 or 2 actually here and there. So like I was personal training one, like met off coffee with another, seen another one at a gym. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, boom, we're kind of like linking up, kind of bit by bit. I'm seeing 1 or 2 here and there. I'm seeing another one at the gym. Who else am I seeing? I think that might have been it still. But I'm getting all the social. I'm getting them on the socials as well, because obviously I'm come out of setting my new socials and all this DQ&Q stuff. I'm getting them on there and whatnot. Yeah. Anyway, we've linked up. Primary school friends. We've linked up now. I've come for the first time. They set up this group about a year ago. They go on the weekend. I work on the weekends. The ones there. I can't go because I'm working. Buy some time off. Birthday and that. Hello. Hey. But first podcast running through the birthday. You know what I mean? It's not the podcast's birthday. I think that's soon. Anyway, don't watch that. We'll do something special for that. I don't know what. But yeah, anyway, so I am now like linking up with these people and they're just all telling me, yo, you look big. You look big. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling them I don't go gym. I know I'm bigger because I come out of jail about 14 and a half. Within a few months of being out, I was like 15 and a half. I probably stayed around that for a bit. And then all of a sudden it was 16 and a half, 17 and a half. And then every now and again I'm touching 18, like 18-1-ish. I think the most I've seen on the scale is 18-2. And yeah, I do a boxing weigh-in. I get on the scales in my boxer shorts. That's got a silence on that one still. Anyway, and they're saying I look big and that, do you know what I mean? No one believes I don't go gym. Like I haven't been gym for a year. This is all just weight, food weight. You know, the ones there. But obviously, you've seen on the socials, if you want social, I have been back to gym. I started gym about 6 or 7 weeks ago. But this isn't the gym. I went to the gym this size. I got on my fucking boys' day pass thing. He had these day passes and that, like, or whatever, so many a month. And I was going, and when I'm pressing the weights, you know, like bench like 130, squatted like 140 for 2, I think. And deadlift kind of dead still. Did like 150, but I did it conventional. When I stopped training, I was doing 190 sumo. I was getting to the sumo thing, so I was going to go into powerlifting and stuff and start. So yeah, and I felt it protected my back so I could stay more upright, and it's just like straightening my legs rather than it being like a leg straightener and like a hip hinging. So I'm bending up, my head's here, my bum's there, and I'm standing up with the weight. I didn't really want to do that, you know, anyone's there. Because my back's mashed up. It's not mashed up, but yeah, it gets stiff. I don't like it. Anyway, so that's what got me back into the gym. Like, wow, like I normally have to train up to these weights, and I'm starting at finished level. It's mad now because I'm just like pushing these weights. These weights feel like weak to me now. Like I feel embarrassed that I lift like 130, like what did I squat? It wasn't the best squat, but 160 got dealt with, and I haven't really been doing deadlifts if I'm honest. Like I go there, do bench 5x5. I do squats 5x5, and then when it comes to back, I'm just doing like pull downs, rows, like different variations of pull downs, rows, face pulls. Like I'm building my back like that. I'm not really doing, but then it's not translating over fully to deadlifts because you need to deadlift to deadlift. You know, the ones there, like you need to do everything. You need to do the thing a lot of the times. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna put the mic back. Yeah, too far. I ain't got my socks on, so I can just use my feet like monkey. Yeah, so anyway, they're trying to tell me I'm way more than them. It's mad. Yeah, so big up everyone that I went out with. It was good seeing them as well. Forget AJ and that. We're finished with that. All the people that I went out with, you know, I think there was like 6 or 7 of us. But then I bounced still. Like protection, like I ain't going. I don't really want to go out. So I don't want to see no one. So I'm thinking to myself, yo, listen. I see someone I don't really like. Yeah, I'm with people that don't get it. Like, big up them, but they don't understand the lifestyle that man was in. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Extents and that. Like, so it's like, right. And I ain't really going out to chat to no one still. Like, no, if a man says, you don't want no beef, but he wants to just clarify a few things or something, I don't understand there chatting to man still. Like, I've come to have a laugh and a giggle. I'm sober as a judge. I'm drinking ginger beer. You know, them ones there. Like, I don't want to chat to you. They're all midgets. They want to touch me head and that, bring me neck, or touch me and when they whisper in my ear, like spitting and that. Forget all that. Like, just dance over there or stand there. I'll stand here and we can go through. You know what I mean? But that's what's going through my head. Do you know what I mean? So I just don't want to be anywhere. I don't know. It's all mad. It's all mad. I do need to know what's going on. But I also thought to myself, so I thought I'll just go out and see what happens and see what I go on. I see the man still. Do you know what I mean? I said, yo, listen, I'm going. I'm going still. Because I thought to myself, like, man's got a life to live. You know the ones there? And I don't mean on a death thing. I just mean even if it's something as silly as going back to prison. Like, why? Why? I like doing this, what I'm doing. I won't be doing this in there. Or I might be if I go to a certain jail like Loudham. Man, not making Woolly Pa mixtapes in there. Loudham Grange, yeah? There's another prison as well where man are doing it. Anyway, forget all that. Man don't want to do that, yeah? What else? Like, just got things I can't explain right now, but this man needs to be out. Do you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy my life. My life's nice. You know, the ones there, like, it's the best it's ever been. Yeah? And that's it. Like, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize it. So if it's just some daft scrap, not even a man's want even to scrap me, just walking over to chat to me, but I'm interpreting it as a mad thing, and then you never know what's gonna happen. You know, the man might crack me out of the blue, get someone that I don't even know, falling by my head, yo. But then again, man's, you get me? Well, I'm not going there yet until when the plane's at Arafat, but man's gonna be in the, you get me? In the ground, waiting for judgment. Yeah, hey. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, so he's just not wanting to, what can I say? Just not wanting to jeopardize things. Because it's consequential thinking it. So you're thinking ahead, I'm thinking ahead. I can understand what them guys are saying. They're like, oh, you know, like, I don't know. They just know they don't get it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I can't trust your advice. Can't trust your advice on that, because it's not the same thing. It's not the same. But anyway, yeah, big up everybody, all the other side, everyone, big up everyone. Anyway, the night was nice. People are setting up new things, retreats are coming in, people got big jobs, muggling, they're muggling and muggle. People are helping people out, people are quitting jobs and starting businesses. People are doing managerial positions, man are just doing big hours, raising kids, you know what I mean? Starting afresh. Like, big things are going, man. I do up them houses. Like, it was all positives, it's all vibes, the ones there, like, moving in the right direction. That's what I'm talking about still. Trust me. Like, that's the energy I need around me right now. Because me chilling me out, me having a friends around there. I just got you. You know what I mean? I got you, I need you. Need you. But anyway, I digress. Big up everyone. Yeah, they say I'm big. They say I'm not going gym. They don't believe me. I'm just going to start and say, my man said to me, in a bulk thing, innit, or something, yeah? My man knows about the gym inside out, left, right, and centre. He says, yo, if you're bulking, you're doing well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm talking about like the fat I'm putting on and stuff and how it's affecting my body and that, because I can't really maneuver how I'm used to maneuvering, because I've always been like athletic kind of like thing. All sucks, you know what I mean? Maga. And then obviously having that extra weight, it's like it's different. I'm not used to it, because I've never been in these regions before, especially like these big weights, these weights that I'm at. It's not like I'm a short guy and I'm like this kind of body, like composite, like how I'm built, but I'm like 14 stone because I'm short, so I look big. It's like, no, 18 stone is big in any fucking that's big in any fucking capacity. The ones there, like, so it's pressure. And yeah, so anyway, I'm just gonna say what he says. I'm just saying bulking because no one believes anything else. I want to touch on the Kai Cenat Riot thing. I'm going to link it into something else, the Oxford looting. So the Kai Cenat thing, 2,000 people descended onto the Union Square. They were allegedly throwing bottles, standing on buildings, tearing up barriers and construction shit and all this, that and the other. There was all a man doing the sturdy, or whatever it's called, on some car. That's definitely not his car, because the way is like, he's going ham. He's denting up the roof. It's peak. Imagine denting your roof. How do you replace that? Like, what's that cost? That's mad. Anyway. Oh, and he's there, he's giving away PS5s or something and PC equipment and $100 gift cards and whatnot. And for me personally, yeah, how it turned out is a madness. It could be the start of something, yes? That's how I'm going to link it to this next thing, this Oxford looting. As soon as I seen that, yeah, how it's kicked off, I thought, right, okay, these influencers might start getting bodied by the government, some like Tupac, Marley, I'm going conspiracy theory here still, Marley, Lennon, them, Malcolm X. I'm going to say X, but you might think I'm talking about DMX. Yeah, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr. I'm going to be conspiracy throwing a few of the names in like Tupac and that, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Because these man could like, I say pack because of the message that he's putting across, like when he was on his like, when he was talking about his enlightened stuff and all them ones there, and talking about like serious societal issues. But the other man there, they can like draw crowds like that. And especially in America, they don't like that. They don't like that you can draw a crowd. Do you know what I mean? Because what it is like a flash thing. You've seen how people gather around for like some kind of like, not vigil, like for a movement. People gather around, it gets bigger, then eventually starts to dwindle out. They just wait it out and it dwindles out because nothing happens. And that's what happens. It happens time and time again. We can see it all the time. We'll put anything on, it comes. There might be some kind of change, but not really. But yeah, but something happens, so depending on how you look at it, like, if you look at it positively, something does happen, there is some kind of change, but not on a negative side, but ultimately what they really wanted to happen, that won't happen because it's too much. It's not how the Western world works. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's capitalistic. That's how it is. That's why we've got all this stuff that we've got. The ones there. Like, so, and it's like democratic, like, yeah, just consumerism, and it's capitalistic, and that's it mainly. The ones there. But anyway, we'll get into that soon. And yeah, they don't like that. So right now, the funny thing is, as I've seen this, I'm thinking, right, these man could need to like half watch out for themselves because it could get sticky for him. Well, they did get nicked. He's supposed to got nicked on some charge. I don't think I've got the charge there still. Nah. But it looks like civil unrest. And they don't like this because they could do a flash thing like I say something, rile people, like, boil people's blood, get them down there and do a madness. It could kick off into a riot. Like, it was a little bit, but it wasn't really a riot because we know normally things get burned down and there's bare looting and that. But then that brings me on to my next one. This Oxford Street loot. Oh, sorry, that's what I was going to say. So after that, I don't know if it was DJ Academics or something. It was somebody anyway, yeah? And they're saying about Kai Cenat or Kai Cenat, whatever it's called, and Aiden Ross, and the next one. Streamers are bigger than rappers right now. They're more relevant than set rappers like The Baby and these are the examples that I'm seeing. And they wield some influence. Obviously, rappers don't be pulling people down to like certain places right now. It's not really that place no more. Like, there's not too many big time conscious people. The only conscious person really like that I know of really was Pac, that was on a different thing because of his upbringing and the people who's around, they were that militant mindset. So he had a bit of understanding about politics and societies and social sciences kind of thing. It's not like that no more. It's kind of this mindless stuff. Don't get me wrong, I like it still. It's like this, wait, get wicked and bad to it. Well, to a degree. So anyway, the Oxford looting. I seen this now and I thought, is this a coincidence? But I don't think it is that this happened after the Kai Cenat thing. Or Kai Cenat. Apologies if I'm saying his name wrong. I've never heard it said. I've just seen it written. So it says at least 9 people were arrested. Obviously, I've seen a couple of videos. There was like this bare youth stand there. At least 9 people arrested. It was a planned looting. It was done over social media. They were looting, public disorder. And I tell you what, for me, the problem is, like the Conservatives who are in power right now, they don't really care because it doesn't affect their youths. These are probably all working class youths. White, black, Asian, whatever, BAME, you know what I mean? The BAME communities, yeah? There'll be white youths there as well. But, it's just basically deprived kids, you know what I mean? And I think for them, it's down to boredom and thrill seeking. I could link that to the like, there's no youth clubs in that. No one's there. Like, there's no to do. And obviously, the way society is now, like, I believe that's down to the Conservatives as well, but I don't want to get too political without the facts and stuff and evidential and stuff. Or I'm doing another podcast with another podcaster soon. She wants to touch on some certain things. It resonates with me. So we're hoping to do that soon. So yeah, hold tight for that. Where was I? Yeah, so the boredom and the thrill seeking, like, there's nothing going on. I'm sure that they locked off like all the youth centres and that because they wanted to save money. That's where it is because like the Conservatives, they don't need to they don't want to feed our community, which is be the working class community. Which is also another funny thing. But you don't want to feed the working class communities because it just doesn't affect them. Do you know what I mean? Labour obviously feed the working class societies by putting money into certain projects and grassroots projects and having youth clubs and that and because they look after the working class. So it doesn't matter nothing to the Conservatives. And the thrill-seeking aspect of it is because there's just no to do for them. They just know what to do. And society is all about clout now. So even when these people like robbing up Gucci or wherever it was, I don't even know where it was. Whatever their teeth in and that, yeah? Even their teeth nothing, just to be there. You've got a story now. They can chat on their fucking Snap or whatever. You know what I mean? And it makes them relevant. It makes them with somebody. But that's how it is in that age group, like that 14, 15, 16 to like 25-ish. It's getting a bit, I think people are acting kiddie longer. I'd have been definitely like acting kind of kiddie-ish. I still get giddy now. But I finally matured. TC, it's the therapy. Where I think people are still kiddie-ish for longer. Men and women. Them ones there. Like, there's still, the parenting's not up to scratch, really. Not everybody. But large swathes of our communities. You know what I mean? And you know who I'm talking about. Like, I don't mean people that I know. I mean, people. So yeah, what else have I got here? Yeah, so when these people are doing these kind of things, I don't think they're in that arse because it's the clear line between who's good and who's bad, who's doing it, who's not. And the people that get caught will get records and it kind of sets them on that path then. Like, that's kind of what happened to myself. Like, just not just me, but people like me, people from ends like mine, people doing stuff like what I did. So, like, you're doing these things and it just sets you down the path. Like, really, the jobs that I've got now, I shouldn't really have. Like, for the simple fact that the record don't allow these things to happen and the type of crime and type of offence and length of time in prison, bloody, blah, all this, that and the other. Like, I'm written off. The one's there. But luckily, if I just came out of prison, it would have been very hard for me to get the types of job I've got. I ain't just got it off my own back. I've got it because the place where I work allow people like me Like, it's not just me, it's any downtrodden person, whether they've got criminal history or like people that aren't from perfect backgrounds and have perfect upbringings and have perfect like records or something. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. On paper, they're not perfect. So whether you're from LGBT community, we're from the BAME community, like it's a criminal, like got a criminal past kind of thing. Alhamdulillah. This like organization that I work for, they champion people like we. You know what I mean? They give us a chance to prove ourselves. Obviously, if I could be gone, but I'm, able to thrive in this environment because they're allowing me to thrive. The ones there. It's like a nice little plant in a seat. Me shoot up and me, hey, hello. They give me the water and they give me the nutrient and the photosynthesis from the soil. Hey, hello. Got some good people around me as well. And there's people in there that have got similar backgrounds that we can relate to. The ones. So whether it's the BAME, obviously if you're LGBT, you got other LGBT there, the BAME, other BAME's there, criminal thingers there. Obviously we're fraternizing with people that are just normies. You normies that are just normal, like kind of thing or whatever. Like jokes anyway. But yeah, so it's the type of organization that I'm in, but it's also obviously because the TC let me how to talk and how to express myself and how to be who I am. I don't shy away from what I've done. I'll tell you straight. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you the reasoning. Do you know what I mean? Not in terms of the reason of like why they provoked me. That's far from what's happened there. I didn't deal with that, right? It's not about them. It's about the long stuff behind it and who I was created to be in a sense. You know what I mean? And it's not putting blame, like I say, on parents. It's not putting blame on anything. It's just how I responded to that stimuli. The ones there. That's all I'm trying to show. It's no blame on anyone, on the victims, on my family, on like my environment and or on my peer group or whatever. It's nothing like that. It's just that's what happened. That's how I internalized it. That's how I interpreted it. And that's how I cope. You know what I mean? Cope with what's going on around me. That's what the message is. Everyone's there. So my message is always trying to show what happens, how we can respond to it, and then how it comes out and, how people receive it. Do you know what I mean? So it's different types. It's all communication. Whether I'm being violent or vocal, or whether someone else is being violent or vocal, it's just all communication. Do you know what I mean? So whether it's behavioural or body language, like it's just communication. Like we always spoke. Everyone's there. So yeah, back to the looting thing. I don't think it's a coincidence that happened after the Kai Cenat thing. It's reminiscent of the thing that happened in the riots that happened in London in 2011. R.I.P. Mark Duggan. And I think these kids were just doing it for fun. Obviously. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, it's just a clout central now. It's just clout nation. I don't know where this goes. Do you know what I mean? Like I do need to have a little look in history and see where, like, not clout, but where society started to do certain things for certain things. So it's the clout for the fame, innit? Everybody wants to be famous these days. Not me though. I just want the fortune. Give me the money, I'll shut up, wait for me again. Hey, hello. No, it's a hobby, I'm a madman. Lorna. Hey, no, forget Lorna. That sounds weak. Lone wolf. Wait, that sounds terroristic. Is that a word? It is now, if we say it, so it be. Hey. So yeah. So I do want to touch on the thrill seeking. That's the main topic. When I was on the TC, obviously I'm contemplating. So I'm learning all these things and I'm being all I'm going to be. But there's also, it's like, so there's a new me emerging and taking center stage in my mind. But then the old me is kind of stepping back and he's just by the left corner or something, just observing, just there in the wings waiting. Sound like a madman. Have you seen what's that film now? Bronson. You know what I mean? Anyway. The Theatre of the Mind. Yeah, so anyway. Because I didn't know fully what I'm going to do. How I'm going to be. So I'm doing all these things, but I didn't know how I was going to be because at the end of the day, my lifestyle is smoking weed. So that means linking weed dealers. You know what I mean? I got weed allegedly, boom. Trapping, allegedly, they're saying. The ones. Chilling around certain people, chilling around certain girls, going certain places. Like, this is my whole life. I know a lot of people don't understand what lifestyle means, but it's whatever you do. Do you know what I mean? So let's just say you go to the pub. If you stop going to the pub, yeah, if you go to the pub, yeah, and that's where you meet partners, whether you're a man or a woman, or whatever, You know, if that's where you meet partners, if that's where you socialize, if that's where you let all your stresses go, if that's where you unwind, if that's where you have laughs, if you stop going there, where you getting these things met? Where you gonna meet people now? In the library. You know what I mean? It's not like it can't happen. It does happen. It has happened and it will continue to happen because people are there. Like, where are you gonna get your laughs from? Where are you gonna like de-stress? You know, anyone's there. Where are you gonna like do all the things that I just fucking said? You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's your lifestyle. Not just at one place. That's just an example, but it's hitting certain parts of your life. You know, anyone's there. That's lifestyle. So that was my lifestyle, like how I go about things and who I see and what I do. Obviously, I've changed my whole lifestyle, so I don't do that. There is no weed smoking. There is no de-stressing that way. There is no linking dealers. You know the ones. There is no like going out, except the other night time and the 2 times before. And there will be other times, but I'm not really that bothered, like kind of thing. And I was contemplating having a drink because like, oh, I don't want to drink and this and that birthday drink shots and that. And I'm thinking, nah. You know what I mean, man's talking about Ray nephew, like, yo, we'll get the Ray nephew. I said, yo, Ray nephew. I said, what? Yo, man, I go jail. You want me? I go jail. And I'm not even joking. Like, it's, yeah. I thought, you know what? I thought to myself, you just don't know me. You just don't know me. You know what I mean? Stop poking the beer. Anyway. Yeah, so there's no like drinking going out like that. So obviously the drinking was like to escape my reality. I don't escape my reality. I change my reality now, so I enjoy life. I smoked and I drank, but I'll touch on that next one. Addictions. It's on the list. It's on the list. It's even got changing reality next to it. So yeah, smoked, get away from reality, and it's a social thing with a man, them and that, yeah. Even girl, you know, they, you just say link again, like, you know, yeah, just wanna chill and smoke a spliff and that, you know what I mean? You know, whatever. And yeah, same with the drink, same with the thing, chill with a man, them, chill with girl, escape reality, get a bit of confidence, you know what I mean? Watch it just like stresses away, allegedly. Even though you come back around, stress is still there. It just was a welcome distraction, but then it's got a consequence of you being doing something daft, or negative that's going to impact your life, whether it's fighting or arguing with a friend or falling out with a partner or like cheating or blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Just mad. Anyway, just doesn't help, basically. What else? The alleged trapping that they're saying that I did, used to raid my house and stuff. Never found no drugs. What did they find? Bulletproof vest. Allegedly, like, not even, I don't know where that came from. And like a shank or something that I residue in the China Sea. I don't even know where that came from. What else did you find? Oh, scales. Found scales. Trying to do me for scales. I don't know what you're talking about. Never mind scales. It's in the kitchen cupboard. Right. What else? That's it. I used to have bare man in my yard. Like, that's where we chilled in my mum's house. That's it. Simple as that. And there's just, you know what I mean? You just don't watch everything and you are a bit loose and that. You do trust them and your brothers and you do put things down and da. Now, when I say things, I mean like the jackets and the bags and that. You know what I mean? And whatever else. Anyway, done in the past. R.I.P. to the past. So yeah. And that's who you're around, who you're seeing, whether it's collection, whatever. Where you're located. Yeah, so basically, you know, that's the lifestyle. But also within that is thrill seeking. So growing up, I think I told you before, we hop on the bus and trying to mash people up or whatever. Like, or we just get chased off the feds. The feds thought we sold drugs. We didn't even sell drugs. We were kid, like, it's different now because these kids be selling drugs at like whatever age. Like widespreadly, because obviously it's people giving it to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a big deal. Like it is a big deal. What I'm saying a big deal is it's not like they're doing something big, massive. They're being given it by someone that says you do that for me. It's not like they're sourcing it themselves. They might be hanging around and wanting to do it because they're into whatever music and that, and it's all different now. So the music just blatantly lays it out for you. But it weren't like that back then. So anyway, we're midday. So yeah, anyway, we just used to get chased off the feds. The feds thought, what we did have was weapons on us sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes at that age. When I say that age, I mean I was at 15. So we'd see the feds, we just walk it. Oh, we smoked weed. So that's what they'll probably chase us for, like, kind of thing. Like, but that's not a big, at the time, it's mad looking back now that like man are hanging around and smoking weed on the street until whatever. And then it's eventually certain man are doing other things now. Do you know what I mean? Drugs wise. But they weren't doing it back then obviously when we was kids. Like, so it's like, is it a gateway? Is it But yeah, they chase us for that, or we just act dodgy, and they know that like certain man were trapping and that. Not us, but certain other like lads in the ends and They didn't know when we start, you know, the ones. So I just get chases, just thrill seeking, basically, like to get that thrill, to get that adrenaline rush. So what I'm trying to say to you now is, I didn't know what to do when I'm doing all this stuff in the like on the therapeutic community. Like I'm learning how to manage myself and how to deal with people and what to do, and then what them characteristics are that they display and what my characteristics are, and where things went wrong and what my defense mechanisms became and how I started to like act towards other people and whatnot, and how that doesn't work for me no more. Like it worked a little bit, but now I can't be like in a job now and be like, oh, Marcus, you didn't do this. I just, oh, tiger uppercut, elbow. Do you know what I mean? Next, like that might work there up on the roadside, but when we think I can't be snapping every boss's neck. R.I.P. to their neck. You know the ones there. You can't be. You know the ones. So anyway, so it doesn't work no more. Going off like that. That's not what I need to be doing. I need to be able to deal with bosses, colleagues, etc. in a certain way that's conducive to longevity. Me keeping my job and possibly moving forward, but also addressing the issues that are coming up. Anyway, and the reason that person, like says in my mind, hanging back is because there was one thing that was there. It's like, what do I do for fun? So I wasn't smoking or drinking in the prison anyway. I don't drink hooch. I wasn't doing the spice no more. And I wasn't like, because the spice had gone into a mad thing. All these other people are doing it. And it's not how it was when we were smoking back in like 2012 and 13. When I came back in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, that was all a different game. It was different. Do you know what I mean? Different kettle of fish are on it. And even like when the man them get on it now, they're different now. It's almost like the man them getting on crack out here. They're just different. Like, so all of a sudden they're just like, whoop, they're trying to line the stand there on the other side. Do you know what I mean? They've removed themselves from the man them kind of thing. Like, very strange. It was just different how it had. I knew it was going to go that way. I said it, me. You know what I mean? I told my boy Sam, I said, you watch 2 years, jail system's fucked. Lo and behold, we are where we are now. And even on the streets, I didn't expect it to go on the streets though. That's not one thing that I thought. I did not think it had touched the streets, and it has. But anyway, I didn't know what I'd do for fun, because, you know what I mean? What am I going to do now? I've got no hobbies. My hobbies were smoking weed. You know what I mean? Weed took my hobbies away. I didn't have hobbies because I could just sit there, just hide, just music is a hobby. I've always liked listening to music, spitting in little bars and that. Playing a bit of like PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. Just Call of Duty. That's what I'm into. Not no FIFA or anything like that. So I was wondering what I'm gonna do. But one of the counsellors said about some guy. She said he was a known fighter. He was always in for fighting and this and that, and then the record as long as your arm and blah blah blah. Well known in the fighting communities and probably a traveller or whatever. And he just didn't know what he was gonna do with himself after, because he took to the therapy as well allegedly. He wasn't there when I was there. This could be a story that she made up, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? But it resonated. Then she said, I'm in it. I'm in the thing then. Anyway, she goes, it took up white water rafting. And I thought, what? The man them not do them tiny things still. I thought, we don't do that. Like, weird. I thought that's weird. Like, for one, I can't really swim like that, but I can swim in a sense. But my swimming isn't for like leisure. At that time, that's how I used to see it. I think, I don't swim for fun. My swimming is for if my boat goes down or my plane crashes or something. That's where I am swimming. I ain't swimming for like fun. Now I want to swim. I've been dying to swim when I was in prison. I haven't swum yet though. I've been at near 2 years. I ain't gone yet because I feel a bit embarrassed. I don't know how strong I am when it comes to swimming. Because I've never just bossed it for fun. I just do some lanes and that. Like, what? Like, anyway. I thought, why water rafting? But it stayed with me. Do you know what I mean? It stayed with me. I thought, right, okay. Like, there is life away from these things. Obviously, carrying a weapon on the street and feds the about, because obviously it's peak, it's the end, so obviously feds are about, the shootings, the stabbings, these murders, this drug dealing. It's the roads are hot. Except when they're on operation and you see no feds. You think, oh, you like look around one day, you think, this is what they allegedly, and you think, oh, you seen it later? You see the feds, I see no feds on them. Yo. What time? You think, see any feds? Like, I ain't seen no feds, bruv. You think, it's operation time. Obviously, when it comes to like Christmas, that's what it used to be anyway. Around Christmas times, like locking people up and whatever, and And they're probably using the cover of night. But anyway, that's all by the by now. And so doing like having them on street and that, like it's in the Pekins, like being violent, getting up to stuff, going out, taking the piss out of bouncers and fucking bar staff and other patrons of the clubs. Do you know what I mean? Just sending man to hospital left, right, and center. Like, it's exciting. The lifestyle is exciting. It's an exciting lifestyle. Like, people are after you. People are coming for you. Whether it's the police, ops, whatever. Like, people are coming, and they're not coming like flim flam. Like, no flim flamming on man's cheeks and that. They coming sometimes for your life. You know, the ones there. Like, it's like, whoa, like, you think they are because mad things have happened. So you're, you know. So the adrenaline rush there still, and it makes you feel alive, and you're like proper like, yo, you fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nice, like it's nice. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice feeling. So it's like it was mad to think I'm gonna leave that behind, and then what? I thought, well, then what do you do after that? Then sit at home. Dim dim dim. Put the Coronation Street on. Vera, amazing. Great episode, soap opera. I hate soaps. That was my worst fear about going to prison. I wasn't scared. Obviously, in prison, you think about all kinds of like American stuff, rape and this and that. Might see ops, bare ops on the, you know what I mean? You'll just turn up on a, you know what I mean? On a wing. So I ain't gonna tell the Fed, like, I ain't going on that wing. I'm just have to go on that wing. You know what I mean? There's no chance that I'm saying to the Fed, I can't go. You know what I mean? It's peak. I'm going on. I might be fucked. But we're all fucked because I ain't just going to let them do whatever to me. I'm going mental. We're all, do you know what I mean? Anyway, like, yeah, it's just all mad. Anyway, it's just all, kind of lost my fucking position there, my point. What was I saying? What was I about there? Yeah, I just thought to myself, what I'm going to do. Oh, that's what I was saying about fucking about my worst nightmare. I wasn't bothered by any of that. I thought I'm going to have to watch soaps. Because a lot of the man them in the ends watched soaps anyway. That was nice. And then certain man coming out of prison and they're like, oh, yo, did you see when and Deirdre and Aviri Give me one, John, let me go. Like, do mine first. I can't listen to this. Like, this is mad. I don't listen to this. And I thought, you know what I mean? I'm going to go to prison for years and watch soaps. I couldn't think of no worse. But I thought to myself, yeah, it's going to kill like an hour and a half or whatever, every other day or whenever it comes on or whatever, yeah. But guess what? Man, I'm bad, man. I didn't watch a single episode. When I had a padmate, if they watched it, they'd say, oh, all I want to do, I just want to watch soaps. You can watch whatever you want or listen to whatever you want. I'm like, cool. I'm not even bothered. Because I just want to fucking, you know what I mean? And I just put my headphones in. I always have like long headphones like this. These are essential in prison. Essential, you need over-ear headphones. I mean, good ones. You know what I mean? Spend a little. I don't spend that much. I'm about 15 bar like back then, so it might be about 20, 25 bar now, 30 bar. But I always need to have headphones. If anything, I'll buy two. I've one in the fucking, in the stored prop. Whatever you can't have in your cell goes in your stored prop. Yeah, you can't have two things like of anything, like two headphones or two. Sometimes you can, depending if you know the screws or if they make a slip up and that. But just keep it in your stored prop. You can do one for one swaps. Like certain man, one leads you, you thought, hey, what kind of clothes? He's doing things differently to how I was doing things. He's buying bare clothes and that. I don't have that many clothes. Like, he's like, oh, it's winter now. I'm going to swap a few t-shirts and get some jumpers out. I thought, what? I thought, what? Like, I said, yo, you know what I might do? I didn't have no jumpers around there. I've never really bought jumpers anyway. Even when I was on the road, I made a t-shirt and a coat around there and a winter and then someone made a t-shirt and anyway. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Soaps, you watch the soaps, I just whatever, I've been smoking a spliff and whatnot and whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I started to think, what can I do? Because that's what it is. Obviously, when you're dropping these seeds, you have to think, like, you have to solve the problem, innit? Like, so what could I do then? So obviously, you know, so I come out and I've done abseiling. I'm still looking to do a skydive. I've done like 2,000 burpees for what charity was it? Not, I think it was bone cancer charity. I've done the high rocks. Done the high rocks thing. Don't know where my. They don't even give you a medal. Them they give you a patch, like a Velcro patch that will stick to Velcro. It sticks to where it sticks, wherever it sticks to. But these were big things to me. So I don't do these things. So this is like getting over that anxiety. This is like using that adrenaline there to like propel yourself forward. Not just using it to fight people in the street. Do you know what I mean? Or in clubs and that. Like what? Like what the fuck's that about? That's weird. That's weird. Forget it. It's weird. It's just against the law. Forget it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. What's the point? Do you know what I mean? Because you're gonna hold yourself back, go to jail and fighting. It's like, or do what you want to do in the end of the day. If that's you, if you have got no commitments on the road and that, you don't mind going jail, go jail. You know what I mean? That's that. But if you do, it's anything, turn off, go away. Don't listen to my stuff. But if you're looking to change, like, just forget all that. That's all weird behavior. Like, fighting for what? Like, unless a man's going to attack you or rob you, bust him up then. Fuck all that. You go to court. You said self-defense. You said, I don't know what it was, but a man come to me, I mash him up. That's all mash up. I don't know what happened. That's it. You know what I mean? When it's a man, you just, come on, forget all that. Beef and ops and beefing for gyal and that. Like, that's a waste man thing to me. Like, if that, you're beefing a man over gyal, then what? You break up with a girl, and then all of a sudden you get a new girl beefing with that girl. Like, fuck off, waste man. You know what I mean? Anyway. Yeah, so it's just you just gotta put things in. What else have I done? I've done a few more things, I feel. I've done these. That's what these are for. That's an 85 kilometer challenge. Oh, that's the burpees one, the 2,000 burpees. Can't remember how far that was. That was the first one that got me into it in prison. That's from Kirk Levington prison to New York, distance wise. Collective thing, like about 30 of us, like 6 people together, or whatever. It might have been more, I don't know. I forgot how far this one was. Does it say? 21k. I think that might have just been a 5k that one, or 10k. But it's to be done in a certain amount of time, so I set the goal and the challenge. It's just to push myself and to get into it, because it's hard, like, especially like I can't run now, I'm too heavy now. You know, the ones there. I can run, obviously, but it won't be fucking easy. You know, the ones there. Like, I'm built for lifting and moving weight right now. And slamming jaw. But this is why I did it. That's the why, that's the reason, that's the motive. There's always a motive. I need to put motivations on there. Oh, I've done motivation. I think I've done that already. Yeah, I've done the motivations one. So that's the motivation for doing it. The only one's there. And it gives me status to a degree in terms of like people that do run, they'll get it. Do you know what I mean? So within a running community, they'll understand where I'm coming from. I ain't elite in there or anything, obviously, because I don't do it like that. I just done it as like a challenge. Or somebody, what would be more suited and give me more, not give me more status, but someone will understand my status more. Like to send this to a roadman or something, or like to any old girl, like they don't really get it. They're like, oh, what are you doing that for? That kind of thing, which I get. Do you know what I mean? It's not interested. I've got big interest now. But they'll understand the sense of achievement that you get if they just challenge themselves. Because there's people that like, you know, that do these Ironmans and they do this and they do that and they swim and they do like fucking, 5Ks for charity or race for life or breast cancer. Like they understand that you're just challenging yourself from where you're at. Because everything that we do really is for like some kind of status thing and what makes us good kind of thing. Hence the clout thing. Yeah. But yeah, this is my thrill seeking. I ain't done nothing like this for a while. That's why I've gone back to the gym as well, I guess, as well. So when I seen that I'm lifting these heavy weights with my brethren, Isaiah, big up Isaiah, I'm like, yo, I need to be here. And then it's like the type of training I'm doing is allowing me to lift heavier weights for multiple reps and sets. So then I'm getting that sense of achievement. It's almost like a thrill because I'm doing really heavy for me. Do you know what I mean? What else am I doing now actually in terms of them kind of things? You could even say work. You know, the ones there, like certain jobs that man's getting up, going for. Because that's a bit of a challenge. Like, it might knock you back. Do you know what I mean? Then there's certain types of work you do, or I do, that people get it, like what I'm trying to do. Even this is an achievement. This is thrill seeking, like putting yourself out there. Like people can be like, yo, what the fuck's this waste man doing now? What are you doing? But other people will be like, yo, got a few positives of the man, like of the people that I was with at the weekend as well, pushed me on. Do you know what I mean? Because I had like a week off. I didn't really want to do this pod right now. Because I'm just in like a lazy phase. You know the ones there? because it's been super relaxing. But now I'm back. I thought, let me just bust it up. But yeah, to be honest, it's getting dark in there. I better cut this off soon. But yeah, that's the thrill thing that man's looking for. Like, you can insert these other things. Like, even like these kids now, it's hard for them because it's money wise and that they probably ain't got to pee like that, and the families might not got to pee like that to get them into these things. But these free things like this, these aren't free. But I mean, is like just set the challenges and achieve. You know what I mean? Go traveling, travel somewhere, do it there. Do you know what I mean? Get in with like a community of like runners or CrossFit or down at the gym. You know, set a little community group up. So these are just examples. You know what I mean? But it's just whatever to just get that thrill somehow. Do you know what I mean? What else? I think that's about it. I think we're good to go, innit? We're good. We're touching on the thrill seeking, man. And it's just basically hobbies, innit? Just putting these things into your life. Like, you can't just expect life to be alright. You have to actively get onto it. Like, I want to get these medals for like, I won't get this sense of achievement of completing it if I didn't do it. I had to do it to get it. Do you know what I mean? I had to like, sign up, I had to join, I had to do this, I had to travel there, I had to, you know what I mean? Never mind, just do it. There was a lot of things to it. I have to actively get onto it and insert it into my life. So yeah, that's what I constantly say. Gotta insert these things into your life, put it in. You know, you put the drinking, you put the drugs in, you put the cigarettes, you know, the vapes these days, you know, the ones there. Like, you put the clubs in, you put these waste man in, you put these waste gal in. Do you know what I mean? Like, you put these ups in, like, put something proper in, you know, the ones there. But yeah, anyway, round me around, and I hope it's not too dark. Big up everybody, like, just big up everybody, that's all I can say. And that's it. Marcus, DK&Q Lifestyle Podcast.